I'm Barry Evans, and welcome to yesterday's Sonic 1992's Game Room and Museum.
Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're looking at records in video games that seemed unachievable. Many of our selections are feats that were once thought to be impossible, until these record holders proved everyone wrong.
And I have the Guinness World Records title for most voiceover performances in a video game as the same character.
And I want to thank you for choosing Mario Teaches Typing.
Number 20. Largest collection of video game memorabilia. Brett Martin.
Welcome to the Video Game Memorabilia Museum. Let's go!
A lot of us love to collect video games, but what's the perfect complement to them all? Video game merch, of course. Brett Martin from Colorado, USA has outdone us all with a spectacular collection of memorabilia, featuring franchises such as Super Mario, Mega Man, Crash Bandicoot, and Final Fantasy.
My wife is a little less tolerant of it because it's grown to this size.
He's accumulated a Guinness World Record of over 8,000 items, which is worth in the excess of $100,000. Not bad for someone who just started collecting after they discovered eBay.
So eventually I'm going to have to either sell off some old stuff or stop buying the new stuff.
Number 19. Highest score on Crossy Road. Joshua Beasley. Why did the chicken cross the road? To obtain an unbreakable video game record, of course. In this popular Frogger-like game, players must control a chicken crossing unlimited busy roads, all the while avoiding traffic and building up their score. For the PC/web version of this game, Joshua Beasley from Tonbridge, Kent, UK, has amassed a Guinness World Record of 9,699 points. Not only is this the 5th time Joshua has broken this record, but his score is also twice as much as second place. Number 18. Longest running story in a video game series. Tekken franchise.
The fighters will battle for personal glory and the fate of their countries.
While there are numerous long-running video game franchises, only Tekken can claim to have the longest-running cohesive storyline, as officially awarded by Guinness World Records. Starting all the way back in 1994, with the original arcade release of Tekken, the story has continued with each new release without any substantial development gaps. It also claims this record because, despite not being as long as other game series, it's never had a storyline reboot. With the release of Tekken 8, this streak looks to continue into the future, and the only way this record is ever going to be beaten is if the franchise suddenly ends one day, which, considering its popularity, is very unlikely to happen. Number 17. Largest collection of gaming consoles. Linda Guillory.
Welcome to my collection room.
Forget about the console wars. Why limit yourself to just one console when you can buy all of them? That's exactly what Linda Guillory from Richardson, Texas did, amassing the world's largest collection of video game consoles.
Muhammad Ali on the cover. So we're both champs.
Linda had originally lost her console collection in a house fire, but after talking to her brother years later, she decided to build this incredible collection over the course of 20 years. Obtaining a Guinness World Record, Linda hasn't let this slow her down and continues to search for consoles she doesn't yet own.
Thank you guys for visiting my collection room.
Number 16. Longest Minecraft tunnel made in survival mode. Thomas Horrobin. Minecraft has all sorts of ridiculous speedrun records, but this one takes the cake, especially considering how long it must have taken. From the title of the game alone, we all know that building tunnels is one of the main features in Minecraft, and Thomas Horrobin decided, on a whim, to build the longest one, and over 100,000 blocks long. It's no surprise he was awarded a Guinness World Record, and keep in mind, he was doing this while in survival mode, which is a lot more dangerous. Number 15. Most alternative control methods used to complete Dark Souls. Benjamin Gwynn, aka Bearsley.
I'm Benjamin Gwynn, and my record is for most alternative control methods used to beat Dark Souls, and that number is 9.
When Dark Souls fans mockingly tell others to get good, we certainly hope they weren't referring to this. As one of the toughest video game series out there, anyone who's played even a little bit of Dark Souls knows you are going to die a lot. Benjamin Gwynn decided to take things one step further, finishing the PC version of the game with 9 different alternative control methods.
I have one drum to turn the camera left, one drum to turn the camera right, one one drum to roll and one drum to attack.
These included controllers such as the Rock Band guitar, a Wiimote, Donkey Kong bongo drums, and even a microphone with voice control. This eccentric accomplishment was rewarded with a Guinness World Record.
Really happy to be a part of this, and it's been a good experience. And now a new Halloween costume.
Number 14, most swearing in a video game. Scarface, The World Is Yours.
Wanna play games? Okay, I'll play with you.
As we exited the 90s, a lot of gamers grew up. So it's no wonder that games started to mature alongside them, featuring plenty of profanity for an older audience. You would have thought this honor would go to the likes of Grand Theft Auto, but the movie tie-in Scarface, The World Is Yours actually has a Guinness World Record for the most swear words in a video game ever.
We can use the underground passage to the backyard and then to your car. Go! Go!
Averaging around 16 hours to beat, the famous four-letter word is uttered 5,688 times throughout the game. We doubt this record will ever be beaten, especially if the ESRB has anything to say about it.
Anybody who tries to work with him, come on!
Number 13, most perfect games of Wii Sports Bowling, John Bates.
Meet 85-year-old John Bates, the best Nintendo Wii bowler in the world.
Quite possibly the most unique entry on our list, and one we don't see being broken anytime soon, if ever. A big fan of Wii bowling, in 2011, at the age of 85, John Bates had already achieved over 3,000 perfect scores, recording himself each time.
But for his final game of this afternoon, a new challenger.
This would earn him a well-deserved Guinness World Record, but John wouldn't stop there. By 2015, John would increase this number to an astounding 20,000. As with everything, it's possible that someone could one day achieve this number. We highly doubt they'd accomplish it in their late 80s.
Makes me pretty happy just to think of it, yeah.
Number 12, longest gameplay marathon with a controller. We've all had incredibly long binge sessions with our favourite video games, but this is probably taking things a little too far. In 2012, Okon Kaya of Sydney, Australia attained a Guinness World Record after having the longest gameplay marathon with a controller while playing Call of Duty Black Ops 2 for an astonishing 135 hours. For health reasons, Guinness World Record allowed a break of 10 minutes every hour. This record would seemingly be beaten in 2021, when Corey Braden from the 9mo BC played Call of Duty Warzone for over 145 hours. Unfortunately, we don't yet know if this record is official, as we've heard nothing since it was submitted. Number 11, Donkey Kong High Score, Robbie Lakeman. Steve Wiebe and Billy Mitchell ain't got nothing on Robbie Lakeman. For many years, the rivalry between Mitchell and Wiebe highlighted a good chunk of Donkey Kong history, eventually spawning a documentary about them in 2007. Carrying on a new rivalry are Robbie Lakeman and John McCurdy, who have been switching the record on and off between each other for the past few years. On June 8, 2021, Lakeman managed to beat McCurdy's score, setting the bar at 1,272,800 points. Better train your barrel hopping skills if you hope to get anywhere close to that. Number 10. Most video game voiceover performances as the same character. Charles Martinet.
Hello, it's me, Mario. Woohoo!
Without a doubt, Mario has the most recognizable voice in all of video games, and it can all be attributed to one man, Charles Martinet.
I heard action, I said, hello, I'm a Mario. Let's make a pizza pie together.
While some of you may think his first performance as the Italian plumber was in Super Mario 64, it actually goes further back to Mario Teaches Typing on PC in 1994.
Oh, hello! It's me, Mario!
Since then, Martinet has voiced Mario in over 100 games, obtaining a Guinness World Record in the process. He would eventually pass on the iconic red cap to Kevin Afghani in 2023, after announcing his retirement from the role, but his legacy will endure forever.
There's a world of happiness waiting for you when you're committed to your own happiness and joy.
Number 9, world's largest video game collection, Antonio Romero Montero.
Today I get to show you my lifelong childhood dream come true with showcasing my collection of over 20,139 games.
For many of us, this is a dream come true. What kid today would not want a seemingly never-ending library of video games at their disposal? Yay! He may not be a kid, but Antonio Romero Montero collected over 24,000 video games to be set the Guinness World Records for world's largest video game collection.
Making it one of the rarest is a game called Poop Slinger.
Ew! Sounds amazing, but imagine the nightmares and backlogging on these games. He's also set the record for world's largest Nintendo, PlayStation and Xbox items. Talk about a huge backlog.
And then slowly building up and achieving those collections. It's just a fulfilling component that I've enjoyed.
Number 8. Video game with most expensive virtual real estate, Entropia Universe. Microtransactions can be the worst sometimes, especially when we're playing MMOs or alternate life simulators. Why spend money for digital material in a video game? Well, because we need to expand our virtual towns, apparently. Enter Entropia Universe, designed by Swedish software company Mindark, where users are allowed to sell virtual real estate, breaking this record in 2009.
There are a few different ones that you can choose from. Some of the more popular ones are Calypso land area deeds, which give you a share of the profits made on various land areas on Calypso.
The Crystal Palace was sold for $330,000, only for this record to be topped a year later by John Jacobs, who sold Club Never Die for $635,000. How is this unbreakable? Get this. Entropia is a registered bank, meaning the in-game currency and digital goods hold real-world value. Number 7. Youngest pro gamer, Victor de Leon III, aka Lil Poison.
My gamer tag is Lil Poison. I'm the world's youngest professional gamer.
Most of us probably have stories of playing video games at a young age, but how many of you were playing them professionally at that time? That's the case with Victor, aka Lil Poison, who entered his first professional Halo tournament at age 6, and the following year ended up placing second out of 550 competitors during a Halo 2 free-for-all tournament.
And I didn't know how good he was until we actually got to the event. We got 4th place, right? We got 4th place at the tournament.
He's been officially recognized by the Guinness Book of World Records for competing at such a young age since 2008. Victor has since moved on from pro gaming, but until 5-year-olds start winning competitions, his legacy isn't going anywhere anytime soon.
30 seconds remaining.
Number 6. Largest collection of Pokemon memorabilia, Lisa Courtney.
I'm also the world record holder for the largest collection of Pokemon memorabilia.
We all know Pokemon's motto of gotta catch 'em all, and this woman from Hertfordshire in the UK seems to have taken that to heart. Lisa started collecting Pokemon memorabilia since she was 9 years old, when the craze first started. And since then her collection has continued to grow, to the point where her mother's house has memorabilia scattered everywhere.
Wow, I've never seen so much Pokemon in my life.
No, you wouldn't have. It's the biggest collection in the world.
She's been officially recognised by the Guinness Book of World Records since 2009, with over 12,000 pieces of memorabilia, and as of early 2021, that number has grown to over 20,000 items. If anyone's going to try and top this record, then they have got a lot of catching up to do.
Pokemon is definitely here to stay.
Number 5. Fastest time in Super Mario Bros. Nifsky. Speed has been more of Sonic's thing, but Sega won't lie. Sonic was inspired by Super Mario Bros. Back when speedrunning was first becoming a thing, a tradition that is still alive and well in the gaming community. To this day, speedrunners are still practicing with one of the original speedrunning games. Many players have been setting records with this game, with each setting the bar just a little more impossibly high than the last. In September 2023, a player by the name of Nifsky streamed his world record run of 4 minutes and 54 seconds. Under 5 minutes! Some of us can barely get through World 3. Props to you, man. Number 4. Highest score in ET, Glenn Case. Some games are just best left forgotten. As totally bizarre as it is to see a game like this on this list, we should ask ourselves one question. Who has the patience? This game was the trigger that caused the industry to crash in the late 80s. Given how buggy, glitchy and practically unplayable it was, how could anyone tolerate this game long enough to rack up a high score of 1,058,399 points? Glenn Case. Glenn Casewood, for 8 hours and 30 minutes. For those about to play the suckiest game of the 80s, we salute you. Number 3. Longest gameplay marathon in Just Dance 4, Kerry Swidecki. As we mentioned in a previous entry, the longest gameplay marathon with a controller was set whilst playing Call of Duty. Without a controller, however, this record is held by Swidecki with Just Dance 4. Let's just say this took an incredible amount of stamina. This dancer wasn't done dancing with just that record though, as she managed to nab 2 more world records during her run, longest dance game marathon and longest motion sensing game marathon. Give yourself a victory dance, Kerry. You've earned it. Or maybe just a relaxing week on the couch.
And that's great. You raised how much money?
$7,305, and we took over Twitch the last 3 days. We had the highest rating.
Number 2. Pac-Man Perfect Game Speed Record, David Race.
All levels on Pac-Man, 256 levels to get the high score, perfect score, and did it in a record amount of time.
We all know about Pac-Man's kill screen, level 256. You get to 256, half the screen is glitched out, maximum difficulty, all that crap. Nothing new, until you witness someone achieve a perfect run, reaching the kill screen and beyond without dying even once. Within 3 hours and 28 minutes, David Race has managed to reach a perfect score of 3,333,360 points in flawless execution.
I know you have a little bit left here. We're going to go ahead and let you maybe jump in here, and would you be able to jump in and we'll just watch you play a little bit here?
Not only that, but he is the only person to have ever achieved this and beaten his own records on more than a few occasions. Someone give this man a medal. A giant platinum medal with his name emboldened. Okay, we're getting carried away.
You and I might be able to play against each other a little bit. This is pretty amazing just watching him in action.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Beating Tetris, Willis Gibson, aka Blue Scooty. What's better than obtaining the highest score in Tetris? Beating it. That's exactly what 13-year-old Willis Gibson, aka Blue Scooty, accomplished on December 21st, 2023. Previously thought to be unbeatable, making it all the way to level 157, Willis triggered a kill screen after reaching a score of over 999,999, something the game is not programmed to do. This incredible achievement garnered worldwide acclaim from both gamers and the press, and at such a young age, he's already considered one of the best Tetris players ever. Do you think you could break any of these video game records? Let us know in the comments down below.
AT!
Yeah!